Welcome to Color Me Green, a podcast focused on making the world a greener place. Today I want to talk about a few of my favorite swaps I've made. These are literally products I will not buy the non-sustainable version of ever again. In the last episode, I talked about how the biggest struggle I personally think that people have when trying to live a greener lifestyle is the lack of patience and the commitment it takes to be able to retrain your brain into unlearning certain lifestyles and taking the time to learn how to use more sustainable products in replacement of the ones that aren't. Trust me, learning to use these products and getting used to them and deciding whether or not I was going to make that commitment of never buying the alternative again took some time and some getting used to. Now, on the other hand, there are products I've tried, and I'll discuss those, that I didn't love. Or I didn't take the time to learn to use it correctly, and I think that might be why I haven't committed to it yet. So everyone has their own green timeline, and that's fine, as long as you start somewhere and you try to move forward. So what are some of my top favorite products? It's honestly hard to choose the top item. I guess if I had to pick one, I'd say it's my shampoo bar. If you know me, you probably have heard me talk about this a million times. All the time, I rant and rave about it. I rave about these things to literally everyone and anyone who will listen. I have completely stopped purchasing bottled shampoo. Instead, I purchase shampoo bars. And I have to mention, all of these products I've purchased from Plastic Free Pursuit. Plastic Free Pursuit is an online shop that sells eco-friendly, sustainable products, and they have a ton of things to choose from. That's where I got all of my Christmas gifts from. If anyone got a gift from me last year for Christmas, it was literally from that shop. This isn't sponsored, but if you want to get 10% off your first order, you can use the code ColorMeGreen at checkout. Now back to the shampoo bars. I'm not even joking. These are just bars, like soap, that you just lather into your wet hair when you shower. They actually lather very nicely, and trust me, a little goes a long way. I sometimes, even now, still feel like I need to keep lathering, and next thing I know, I have more shampoo than I need, but that's just out of habit. I've been using them since the summer of 2021, and I'm only on my second bar. And I do wash my hair every other day, so people who need to wash their hair every day might need a replacement more often, but 2 bars in that amount of time is just crazy. Take a moment right now and think to yourself, how many bottles of shampoo do you use in that amount of time? And these bars don't come in any harmful packaging. Plastic Free Pursuit, one of the many reasons why I love them, is that they package everything in recyclable packaging. The shampoo comes in a little craft-like sleeve. I don't really know what to call it, but it's like that brown paper bag, but it's small. I don't know how to describe it. The box itself is taped with that brown paper tape, and instead of bubble wrap or those air-filled bags, they use a brown craft type paper to make sure everything is secure and safe. We don't like plastic packaging. The next product I cannot live without is their soap saver bags. I was iffy about this at first because, like most people, I was in love with my loofah and my liquid soap. Honestly, I was just thinking about it last night when I showered. I have not even looked at my loofah, and it's still in my shower, and I have no idea why, because I was like, wow, that thing looks foreign to me. I haven't touched it. I haven't used it. It's just there, and it's now like a foreign object in my home. And I haven't gotten rid of it, and I don't know why. But let me just tell you, this little bag makes your bar of soap last so much longer. It exfoliates just right, and it replaces that awful loofah that's just sitting in my shower. You just simply put your bar of soap into the little bag, get it wet a little bit, and then you just wash your body. That's it. It's literally amazing. Then you just take the soap out, rinse the bag because yes, it does get sudsy because it lathers very nicely. And then you just hang it up and let it dry for your next use. My shower door has like a little knob on it, and that's where I hang mine, and it's perfect. If you use bar soap and like a washcloth or something, for example, trust me, the Soap Saver bag is a million times better and so much easier. I forgot to add, I'll have all of these products listed in the show notes with their links so you can check them out and hopefully try a few for yourself. The next swap I made that I obviously love is Hammond's All Natural Deodorant. It's all natural and it comes in a little cardboard push-up tube. Think of it like a push pop. That's what I relate it to. It's kind of like a push pop, but with a lid, and you probably shouldn't eat it. I get the lemongrass and peppermint scent, and it really does last all day. I've not tried any of the other scents, but I've come to like the one that I get. And I'm that type of person where if I know I like one kind of something, I'm afraid to get another kind just in case I don't like it. But actually, this was one of the products I was kind of iffy about at first, just because the texture and the application is a little different. Okay, the application is the same. You just rub it on, like normal, but the texture of the deodorant itself is different, I guess. What I found is that if you push it up too much, a little of the product gets around the top of the outside of the rim, and you really just need to wipe it off, and it's not that big of a deal. But the best way I found to apply it is you just swipe it like you normally would, and then dab it a bit to get everything like in there. I don't really know. It's an armpit. I don't know why I'm explaining how to put deodorant on, but when I do it, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's really a great product once you get used to the slight differences. And if you use it, you probably maybe know what I'm talking about, or maybe it's just me. It's totally possible. I'm definitely, for sure, though, never buying a finger quote name brand deodorant ever again. That's for sure. And another one of my favorite products that I am so happy that I found are my dryer balls. They're wool dryer balls. They have completely replaced my dryer sheets. I used to hate having to use a couple of dryer sheets every time I did my clothes, and then you just throw them away. Like, how wasteful is that? I found out about wool dryer balls, and I haven't done this yet, but you can add your favorite essential oils to them before putting them in the dryer just to make your clothes come out smelling nicer. I don't really care as long as they're clean and dry. The one thing I love about these that I didn't actually believe until I found out one day is that they actually speed up your dry time. That means you're using less energy and saving money and the environment by not using your dryer sheets and using dryer balls instead. I'll go downstairs like 10 minutes or so before my timer is done, and my clothes are already dry. And that's just using a normal, eco-friendly dryer setting. I don't know about you, but laundry is one of the chores that I literally hate. And it is an actual chore for me because of the amount of time it takes out of the day to do. So I love knowing that I can save even a little bit of time out of my day and money by using dryer balls with every load of laundry. Okay, so now I want to talk about a few products that I use or have used that I'm still on the fence about. I do want to make it clear that I am not saying by any means that these products are bad or that they suck or anything like that. If anything, I want everyone to know that the reason I'm on the fence is most likely, if not 100%, user error. I know at least one of them is 100% user error, and that's my bad. Let's start with my laundry detergent pods. And I hate calling them pods because then I feel like it gets associated with a product like Tide Pods that are literally just detergent that's in a plastic bubble, and these are not that. These are just a compressed powder or something, kind of similar concept to the shampoo bars. Now, the reason I love these is because, first of all, they literally just come in a cardboard box and you just take one and use it. Second, it replaces the need for bottled liquid detergent. I kid you not, I was doing laundry one day and I was going to throw away some lint. And if you have any hacks on what to do with lint, if there's anything that you can do with that besides throwing it in the trash, please let me know. I'd love to know. And in the trash, there was a bin for Tide Pods. A plastic bin that is definitely recyclable. I obviously picked it up and put it in the right bin, but wow, just goes to show you how lazy and careless people are. I honestly don't know if I could ever do an episode on recycling because I would go on and on about how awful people are, and it would just be me complaining and getting heated over the topic. So it's probably best we hold off on that. Anyway, the reason why these are on this part of the list is because I clearly must be using them wrong, but they don't dissolve all the way. So there's a little bit left when the washer is done, and that can't be right. I read the instructions and it says to put 1 cube on top of your laundry. I even made sure to put it right under where the water pours out, just in hopes that it'll dissolve more. It does and it doesn't. I really don't know what to do. I mean, my clothes are still getting clean. I just prefer to not have to throw away the little bit that's left over. I'm obviously still planning on using them because overall they do clean my clothes and they are better than bottled detergent. But hopefully one of these days I can report back with a solution to my little problem with them. Okay, the next product is definitely the one that is 100% user error. I'm talking about David's toothpaste, the one that comes in the metal tube. The first reason I didn't like it was because of the taste. I'm a big taste and feeling type of person, so textures and things bother me a lot. And I think I need to try a different flavor, but the one I got just wasn't for me. I think I might have got the spearmint or something. I don't know. Then it was the consistency, which is a big issue for me. I'm used to toothpaste being thicker, and this was just kind of watery, but not watery. I don't know. I guess it was just a thinner consistency that I'm used to. I felt it didn't really lather in my mouth as well as the Colgate toothpaste that I use. But again, that's something that's probably just a thing I'd have to get used to. The next thing, totally my fault. Didn't read the instructions, but you get this turner thing that goes on the end and you turn it and it's supposed to slide the toothpaste up the tube so you can get it all out. Well, yeah, my idiot self just tried squeezing the tube first, and that was my first mistake. It's a metal tube. You bend it out of shape and there's no going back, at least not for me. So I used what I could and had to, call it, because I ruined it, and that was that. But you're supposed to be able to slide the toothpaste out with the turner, and then you unroll it, cut the tube open, scrape the remaining out, then clean it, and then you can recycle the tube. I didn't do that because I didn't follow the instructions, but I will definitely make sure to do that next time. The last thing that would have to be on my so-so list is the conditioner bars. Again, definitely most likely user error. I think I've got the hang of it now, kind of, but it's definitely still something I'm getting used to. The shampoo bars really just lather so nicely, but conditioner obviously doesn't. So the trick, I've been told by the Plastic Free Pursuit owners or runners of the store, said that the trick is to rub it onto your hair under running water. After that, try working it in outside of the water too, and you'll eventually get the hang of it and notice that the product is actually coming off into your hair. I haven't had any issues with my hair not getting enough product on it or my hair coming out tangled because I didn't have enough product. So like the other products I mentioned, these are really just something that you need practice and to get the hang of. But overall, you're doing better by having the product and at least trying to use it than you would be if you weren't taking any of those steps. There are obviously other products that I've tried. However, these are just some of my favorite and notable mentions. I'll of course have all of these products linked in the show notes so you can check out them for yourself. Again, please make sure to check out Plastic Free Pursuit, and if you want to get some sustainable products of your own, use code ColorMeGreen at checkout. And if you do make any purchases, tag me on Instagram or leave a comment and let me know what you got and how you liked it. I want to thank you for listening to today's episode of Color Me Green. New episodes are going to come out weekly, and hopefully each one has something you can take away and learn from. I currently have a ton of episodes planned, but if you want to request a certain topic to discuss, please feel free to message me on the show's Instagram at Color Me Green Podcast, linked in the show notes. If you loved today's episode, please make sure to leave a review, as I will be randomly picking reviews every week as they roll in to read on the show. One of the best ways to help change the world is to share this episode with a friend and let them also learn what they can do to live more sustainably. And as always, remember to reduce, reuse, recycle, and live green. See you next week.